So this is the beginning of 2024. One thing I want us to focus on this year as single moms is to make sure that we are not going to be stressed out. Okay. One of the biggest complaints that I hear from a lot of single moms is how stressed out they are. They talk about the struggle in the morning, the struggle with the school runs. Single moms talk about stress so much that they think it's actually norm. And I'm here to remind you that it's not normal for you to be stressed out every single day of your life. Okay. Life is not meant to be stressful because there's so many things around us to make life easier for us. So in this video, I'm going to talk on some things that causes stress within single moms. Okay, so I'm in the middle of obviously working on a course as well with stressed out moms, which I will soon release, and I'll let you all know once it's out. One of the things that we're going to look at today, which I believe is like the reason or the cause for single moms to be stressed out, is multitasking. So as I was saying before, multitasking is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of single mothers are stressed out, and even mothers who are married as well. Multitasking. Now, there are some benefits to multitasking, but when you are a mother, you need to understand that you're not superwoman, and no one's expecting you to be superwoman. No one's expecting you to have it all figured out. No one's expecting you to have it all together, but people are expecting you to be the best that you can be and to make sure that your kids are okay and that your kids are safe, because that's like the bare minimum as a mom that is pretty much required of you. Once you become a mom, you are responsible for another person's life, which is your kids. So people expect you to be responsible, but people don't expect you to be superwoman. People don't expect you to, have it all together. Okay. Every single mother on this planet have got something that they're going through, whether you want to believe that or not. Now, I'm looking down so I don't forget anything I'm about to say in this video. So one of the things that I wrote down here is multitasking. Okay, so the definition of multitasking is trying to do multiple things at the same time. But in this single mom video, one of the things that I wrote is multitasking is trying to do many things and also get involved in too many things at the same time. This is the biggest issue that a lot of mothers have. You're trying to get a lot of things done, and at the same time, you're getting involved in too many things that you don't need to get involved in. Now, I'm a Christian. Okay, and in my Bible, in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, it says that there is a time and a place for everything underneath the sun. So sometimes that thing that you want to get involved in right now might not be the right time for you to get involved. So let's say you have 2 kids, right? And you decide that right now you want to go and you want to go to a makeup class, okay? But you've got 2 kids and you can't afford nursery, you can't afford a nanny, but at the same time you have a desire to go to a makeup class and, learn how to do makeup every single week. The desire is okay, but maybe right now is not the right time, okay? Because remember, for every desire you have, you need a container, which means you need to provide ways that you can keep up with that desire and to keep it going. And what I find with a lot of mothers is they don't want to feel left out in society. They don't want people to think that, oh, you're a mom, so we'll just kick you to the curb and you could just go sit there and take care of your kids. You want to feel important. You want to feel like you want to have a name, right? And I get it. But at the same time, it's important to understand whether this is actually important right now, whether I can wait for this later on, or whether, this isn't really what I need right now. Okay. And let's bring it back home to multitasking. Okay. Because one of the biggest issues as single moms is making sure that the house looks spotless at the same time, making sure that the kids are fed at the same time, making sure that you're okay mentally, physically, and that you look good. And then some of you live with your boyfriend or you live with your husband. The thing with multitasking is that multitasking only works when there's people to help you out. If you're the only one as a single mom doing everything, you shouldn't be multitasking, because multitasking requires other people to help you out. So that way you can delegate the work, everything gets done at the same time, and nobody is drained out. But what happens is a lot of single mothers want to get the clothes in the washing machine, then cook the food, then do this and do that, and you're just all over the house. You're just running up and down, all over the house, and you've turned your house into a business. Your house is no longer a home. It's becoming a business place. It's becoming a company. And that's why you're drained out, you're worn out, you're tired, you're stressed. No one's going to give you a trophy for having the most spotless house in your estate or in the world. And no one's giving you a trophy for you being able to multitask. So you need to chill. You need to relax and you need to chill. And let me just say this. If your house is extremely dirty, that everything is like all over the place, everything is everywhere, everything is all over the place, that is how you are in your mind mentally. That means in your mind, you've got thousands of things going on in your mind. The way your home looks like is how it is mentally. So if you've got thousands of dishes all over the place in the kitchen that's been left for like 1 day or 2 days, right? And you've got thousands of dishes everywhere all over the kitchen. It's been left for 2 days. That means you're the type of person who likes to procrastinate, and you're the type of person who has thousands of things going on in your head that you don't really know where to start from, and you don't really know like should I start from here? Should I sort this out? Should I leave this? And then thinking about it drains you, and then you just go to bed and you just don't want to deal with it altogether. That's what it means. If you're the type of person where, your kitchen is spotless, your house is quite spaced out, like right now, okay, my background right now is spaced out. There isn't too much going on in the background, right? That's how it is in my head. My head is spaced out because I don't have thousands of things going on in my head. If I have 1,000 things going on in my head, it's going to reflect in my background. Is going to reflect, even in this video, is going to reflect how I even talk to you guys in this video. So that's why it's so important to understand that multitasking only works when there's other people in the house to help you. And the other people could be family. It could even be your kids that could help you. But when you are a single mom and you have to do it alone, multitasking is not the way out for you. Now, another thing that I have here is one of the ways that you can learn to live a stress-free life is to understand what is urgent, what is important, and what can wait till later. Okay? Because what I've noticed is a lot of mothers think that having a spotless kitchen is urgent, and it's not. Having your room tidied before 12 o'clock in the morning is not urgent. Yeah? Making sure that your newborn baby is fed, that's urgent. Cleaning the fridge is not urgent. Making sure that the car is clean is not urgent. Making sure that the kids' uniform are washed and ironed before Monday, that's urgent. Cleaning and hoovering and mopping the whole house is not really an urgent thing. It can wait. It's important because obviously you don't want your house to be smelly and whatever. It's important, but it's not urgent. And this is how I started to live a stress-free life. I had to sit myself down and say, okay, what is important, what is urgent, and what can wait? Because like I said, nobody's giving you a trophy for having a spotless home. But at the same time, we don't want to wake up with a dirty home. Because when you wake up with a dirty house, it just ruins the vibe. Okay, it really just ruins the vibe. So what you do is, what is urgent gets treated first. What is important, you just set a deadline. And what can wait later should be done when you have the energy for it. So you could have like a 2-year-old child who, needs your full-time attention, or you could have a baby that is 6 months, 3 months that needs your full-time attention. So therefore, you might not be able to keep up with, making sure that everyone's clothes is washed, right? But the baby's clothes is urgent. That needs to be washed because, babies, they stain their clothes quite often, right? The kid's uniform needs to be washed before Sunday, all right? Because you have to think about situations where, what if the washing machine breaks down and, the uniform is not washed. So things like that would be urgent. But to make sure that the whole family's clothes is washed before Sunday, that's not urgent. That's not, like, that could wait. Okay, so this is how we start to reduce the stress. What is urgent, what is important, and what can wait? I can't, give you the answer to that. Only you know what that is. I can't tell you that. Another thing, another example that I've got here is that what is urgent is something that is an emergency. It's something that needs to be done ASAP. It can't wait. That's how you know it's urgent. It needs to be done ASAP. There's no second option. That is the only option, and it must be done right now, right? So if the floor is dirty and is irritating you, that's not urgent. It's irritating you, but it's not urgent. It's just a sign that you don't like the state of the house, okay? It can be done. It could be really important, but it's not urgent. Another thing that I wanted to say is to always remind yourself that everyone is able to do it. And what do I mean by this? Sometimes as mothers, we get caught up in this needs to be done, and it needs to be done like this, and it needs to look like this, and it needs to have this, and the outcome needs to be this. Like, we want to control every single thing about that situation, and you forget that the people around you are actually able and capable, but because you want it done a certain way, you want it done at a certain time, in your mind you look at everyone as they're not capable. So the help that you're supposed to get from other people, you're not getting it, because in your head you're looking at them like, you can't do it the way I want you to do it. This is how I want it to look, and it's not looking like that. And you'd be surprised how the little things that are not even that deep, like you want the food to look a certain way, you want the dishes to be put a certain way, you want the clothes to be folded a certain way. What will happen if the clothes was not folded a certain way? Would you lose sleep over that? Would you actually lose sleep if the clothes was not folded a certain way? Would you lose sleep if one plate was put in the wrong place? Because if you are going to lose sleep over that situation, then you need to reevaluate. I always say this: if I'm not going to lose sleep over a certain situation, then it's not that deep. It can wait for tomorrow. It really can wait. When I had a child, I knew in my mind that things are always going to be put in the wrong place. I just knew. I never had any high expectations that things will always be where they're supposed to be. I never had that expectation. I never had the expectation that my room will always be, tidy 24/7. I never had that expectation because I know that when you have kids, they always put things in the wrong place, or I could be so busy that I may not be able to tidy it today and I might do it tomorrow. Okay? So you have to stop trying to control everything and everyone, and just because you want it done this way, like that, and you want the outcome like that. Sometimes other people's idea could actually be better than yours. Sometimes it's okay if it doesn't turn out the way you want it to be, as long as it's done. Okay? Sometimes mothers will ask their kids to do something and the kid is probably not doing it the way you expect them to do it, and then you're getting involved and you're actually doing it, and now you've just doubled the work on yourself, you've tripled the work on yourself. So these are the things that are causing stress. You're just doing too much, you're getting involved in too much, and you're looking at everyone as they are not capable, and they are. And the reason why they're not trying to intervene to help you out is because you have portrayed yourself, or you're carrying this energy of, I can do it myself, I don't need you, I'm superwoman, leave me alone. That's the energy that's out there. So they just see it as, oh, well, I mean, you can handle it, so I'll just leave it for you. Being stressed out is not norm. You're not supposed to be stressed out every single day. You're not. That's not good for your health. You can lose sleep being stressed out. You can gain belly fat being stressed out. You can have heart palpitations being stressed out. It's not right. It's not norm. And when you're stressed out, it will always reflect on your face. It will reflect on how you greet people. It will reflect on your energy. So it is not good to be stressed out. Let's try and avoid doing that in 2024. Multitasking is only beneficial when there is people to help you out. And your house is not a business. It is a home. It's supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to be warm. People are supposed to take their time to do things. There shouldn't be like, okay, this has to be done, that has to be done by this time. Da, 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 da. It's not a company. It's not a business. It's a home. Okay, it's a home. So if it's not done by 12 o'clock and everyone can sleep and eat, then it's not that deep. It's just not that deep. Okay, cleaning is not that deep. Yes, the environment should be clean. The room should be clean. The house should be clean. But what I'm trying to say is, don't stress about it. Don't lose sleep over that. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not worth it. For me to lose sleep over a situation, it has to be very serious. It's got to be very, very deep for me to lose sleep over it. Okay? And that's how I want you to see it. Not everything is that serious. Not everything needs to be done today. Some things can be tomorrow. And some people can make you feel guilty and say, oh, you like to procrastinate. And sometimes it's not that you like to procrastinate. It's just you don't have the energy to do it today. And if you don't have the energy to do it today, when you start doing it, you get fed up, you get tired, you feel depressed. Instead of you to do it tomorrow when you've got full energy to do it to perfection. So that's really what I want to say in this video. I'm really going to focus on this because if you are stressed out all the time, then you can't live an abundant lifestyle. You can't live a luxurious lifestyle. You've got to be stress-free. You've got to be stress-free. When you're stress-free, even your kids find you very approachable. Even your kids want to stay in your bubble. They want to stay around you. You know why some kids don't like being around their mom? Because their mom is carrying the aura of stress. Every time they hear you doing that, or they see you doing like this all the time, 24/7, or they hear you nagging about this person, nagging about that, nagging about the dish, nagging about the floor, nagging about the clothes. They don't want to be around you. They're trying to avoid you. They're going out and coming home late because they don't want to be around you. This is what happens when you carry the aura of stress. Okay, the aura of stress. And I think I'm going to do, maybe the next video, I'm going to talk about the aura of stress, because this is a serious issue. Stress is not norm. You can be stressed in a moment, you can be stressed in a day or two, but to live the rest of your life being stressed out, it's not right at all. It's not right. So that's it for this video. Hit the subscribe button and make sure you share this video to any single mom that you know is stressed out, that might need help. And I hope you all stay blessed and stay beautiful, and I'll talk to you all in another video. Bye.